Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Spectrobes Origins, episode 28. We're here for you on Bahmud today. We recently just opened up the little, whatever it is back there with the legendary weapon, the
container thingy?
Container thingy. We'll call it that for now because I can't remember the name for the life of me. And I also apparently can't speak either. So, anyways.
Let's just call it a pedestal.
Yeah, whatever the case. Anyway, my name is J-Ron. I have a co-host,
Homerman76.
And we're going to go on to Bahmud. And so, we're going to meet up with Kamtoga real soon. And so if you watched us last time, okay. Anyways, if you watched us last time, we just recently got to Bahmud, and we talked about how we're gonna have to walk with Kamtoga just for a little while, guys. Don't worry about it. Things that we've done in between the last episode and now, we kind of, beefed up one of our Spectrobes by giving it a whole bunch of minerals.
It only gained 5 levels.
Yeah, 5 levels. So
5 levels is pretty nice considering that gives it its special.
We also excavated a couple fossils,
and then replaced our turnip with Koma Inu, which honestly, despite what J-Ron feels, I kind of like him. He's like my butt ugly starter.
But Koma Inu is so stinking ugly.
He's like my butt ugly starter Pokemon.
Well, what kind of starter Pokemon would you equate that to anyway? Maybe.
Well, no. So, see, there is no but ugly starter.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that because if you guys have been
Yeah.
playing Pokemon or keeping up with Pokemon X and Y, the new ones, also they're pretty awesome. But anyways, if you guys have been keeping up with them, they have a grass type, and the grass type is awesome. His first stage and his last stage are so cool.
Chipmunk.
Well, he's not really a chipmunk, and he's a porcupine. He's a porcupine.
He still looks
why do you think
cool,
it's called Quilladin?
Kamtoga!
Never relax, Roland. They wait for that. Especially when you've been kicking their rears from here to Alpha Centauri.
Right, thanks. But where the heck did that one come from?
The shadows. Cowards like it there. Who's there? If you're a true warrior, then act like one and show yourself!
No way!
Very dramatic stagecraft. I mean, if you like that sort of thing. So what are you, some kind of king of the crawl?
Same old rough-hewn impudence, eh, Kamtoga? You should get yourself a new act.
You know me? How? Just who are you, anyway? Who was that?
Never seen you in pondering mode before.
Yeah, that's 'cause I hate it. Slows me down.
Same old rough-hewn impudence, eh, Kamtoga? You should get yourself a new act.
Where'd we cross paths, I wonder? Anyway, how's your old commander doing?
Just fine.
Let's get into them.
All right, yes. It's you I don't trust. You.
What noble things would you do with such power? Teach me, wise one!
Whoa, rein it in, guys! What's going on in here? Hey, get back here! Let's hear it. I'm all ears.
Just a difference of opinion. No big deal.
Do I look like an idiot?
Just get out.
Want to repeat that?
Fine. Stick around, Kamtoga. Knock yourself out.
I don't understand.
I just went about it all wrong. Got my back up. I should've... He wasn't himself. Sure would love to know what made him so angry.
I'm actually not sure which of those to commentate on. We were like ready to commentate after the first one. We're like, oh wait, there's another one coming up.
Yeah, them cutscenes are tricky. You think they're finished, and then it's like, oh, more cutscene.
Yeah, it's like loading, and it's like this every single time before in this game is like loading screen. You're back to doing what you were before, and this time it's like loading, and you're like, okay, I'm ready, and then it's like, no, more cutscene. You're like, oh, okay.
It doesn't even make sense. Why do you need a break in the cutscene like that? It's like, what? You needed to load the camera angle?
I don't know. Whatever the case.
All that changed was the camera angle.
Whatever the case, let's go over initially what happened. That was a cool first cutscene because I really liked it. Just because I don't know, for some reason having a deep bass voice for the guy, I don't know why his voice got so deep after becoming evil. Apparently, evil people have deep voices.
Haven't you noticed this with anime and manga? Well, except for dubs. Dubs have a really bad tendency to not modify the
now
voices.
He's following us.
Not modify the voices of enemies when like they change form, which I don't understand. That is like, and then you watch the sub and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so demonic.
Well, there's two types of villains in my mind. There's a deep voice villain, and then there's super high crazy villain. That's what I usually see from what I watch. But that's anime. We're playing a video game, also from Japan, so similar but not quite the same.
Well, video games also generally fall under the same logic. If something, either someone takes over them or they become a lot more powerful, their voices have a tendency to change to become a lot more evil.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, we're in the fire ruins now, and so we're gonna have to go through about 3 or 4 ruined floors today in order to get to the next save point. Hopefully we can beat it out in decent time. Cutscene.
Get down!
Kamtoga!
Kamtoga!
I don't know why, but I found that so funny. Just because Kamtoga is like in the way and he just gets buffed off the edge. It's
Not
like,
to mention that thing from that angle looked like
this thing is gonna go down so fast.
It has
so fast. Just watch. I give it probably about 5 seconds.
It also has
1.
But yeah, as I was saying, it's
2,
like from that
3,
angle, it has such
4.
a...
Oh, it's down. Didn't even get to 5. And it's down. Start the count. Leviathan Dragon for the win. Super effective.
He's all right. Hey, it's Kamtoga, you know? But we can't imagine what that tough old goat's been through before. This is nothing. I'm telling you, he's dusting himself off somewhere right now, cursing us out for standing around here talking.
You're right. Well, let's find him.
Well, and the main character optimism reigns forever. He fell into a volcano. Can't you accept him as dead?
Let's
even though
analyze
he's not
this.
Dead.
We're in a Disney game, right? So nobody dies, or at least no characters we like.
That's not true. There have been plenty of characters that we like.
Yeah, but it has to usually fit the plot line very well for them to end up doing it. If it's not convenient for the plot line, they just let them live, because that's how Disney works. And I'm not saying that's terrible. It's just you can see it a mile away. But the first time, Kamtoga's like, I'm gonna block this little spear with my bare arm, which I'm actually not quite sure how he did. Maybe blocked with the bracelet.
Yeah, it was probably the bracelet.
But the bracelet is like leather. It's not like steel or anything.
How do you know?
And I never really saw Crux as being one of those sneaky guys that kind of cheat to get what he needs to be doing. Whatever the case. Anyways, so we never got to finish earlier. The reason that we excavated a couple fossils is because we were getting them out of the excavation stage, so you guys wouldn't have to watch that. But we also did that so that we could simply next episode or maybe 2 episodes revive a couple fossils and level up some Spectrobes, evolve some Spectrobes, good stuff like that, just because you guys, a few of you have been saying, you know, you wanted to see it, so we're going to bring it back for just an episode or two, but we thought that since excavating takes about a minute and a half at least per fossil,
not
we
to
had,
mention
what,
the
6
fact that I
bosses
have
plus?
a high tendency to screw up somewhere, and I don't like demonstrating that.
Yeah, Homer Man isn't exactly, you know, flawless, and flawless being...
Yeah, you
very
try
generous
excavating
term.
Spectrobes.
Yeah, I don't think I have to. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the commentating purposes, to entertain them, to be a channel leader.
Yet
and
this
I
is
think it
on
goes
your
fine.
channel.
Well, see, that's the whole point. I get the glory. You do the work. It's a done deal.
And
I like
if
it.
anything goes wrong, it is apparently my fault.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about having co-commentators. And many people out there probably have been trying their own works. Like I get people
Feels like
check out my channel. I'm like, okay, sure thing, bro. Some people just like it. Let's Playing is a popular thing. It's easy, it's fun, it's just a great thing. I'm just so happy you guys watch me doing it because you hear me banter the entire time, and I'm kind of surprised. But anyways, here's a pedestal, and for this pedestal, we're just gonna go activate a few of the pedestals, and one at a time. Usually by beating up the crawls is how we get to activate them. All you have to do is go to each room, activate 3 of them, and then you'll be able to progress to the next stage. So we just did the first one. If you go back to, is this going back to where we were, or is this a new room? I can't tell.
Different area.
Luckily for the last one, we end up right in front of the door, so we don't have to backtrack too much because the last one is, like I said, in front of it, so it's going to open up right in front of us, coincidentally and quite luckily. So once we open this up, like I was saying, there is the expansion cube, which is just like the last expansion cube we got. It's just going to be give us more incubator rooms and another room type, which is quite nice because I like having multiple rooms to take my Spectrobes into. Plus, we can probably maybe show it to you if we want to in the next episode, which we're going to do a few of the evolutions like we said earlier. So maybe just new scenery might be nice.
Not very keen on. I don't really care about more space. I mean, like it's like kind of like in Pokemon where you have way too many PC boxes for the number of Pokemon that actually exist.
And then there's the times when you don't have enough PC boxes because there's, you know, 600 plus Pokemon now, and before this game, the new ones, they kind of had, you know, what, 12 boxes that hold 30 each? That's 360 Pokemon. That's a lot, but it ain't enough. So
Well, if that depends. Are you like getting one of each, or are you just like getting one and then each one and then evolving them or something?
Oh, also you missed the expansion cube. It's in the southeast corner of the room we were just in, so you're gonna have to go and find it. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer.
Going backwards.
But it's okay. We have a little bit of time to spare because that's what we have in front of us is a bridge, and on this bridge we're gonna fight a whole bunch of crawl. And if we manage to beat past them, if you manage to beat past them, there'll be an elevator at the next part where you go to another basement floor, and there will be a save point. So that will be the end of our episode because we're reaching that nice time point. Where are you going? Southeast corner of the room.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, so in other words, I get to beat a bunch of crawl with my beat stick.
Expansion cube. There we go. With your big stick.
With my beat stick.
Oh, beat stick. With your big beat stick?
No, I don't have a big beat stick. I just have a beat stick.
Oh, well that's okay, because
called a
I have a
sword.
super big beat stick. Try saying that so many times fast. Big beat stick. I don't think it could. Big beat stick. Something about having like the same consonant over and over doesn't make sense to most people and their tongue, and I don't know why. Anyways, so on to the nice little bridge. We are going to fight a bunch of different crawl. Usually we don't make reference to the name of the crawl that we're fighting. However...
But Kumain was so stinking ugly. And my butt ugly starter Pokemon. Well, wait, what kind of Pokemon do you play that to anyway? Maybe, I don't know. So, see, they're in the